Hey guys, Dr. Ben here, FA Well Centers. Welcome. Excited to have you on. Going to touch base on a couple things today. I was just out of town for a week on a great trip with my dad and my son, and really brought to my attention the place that we were staying. They had these plug-ins, they had the smelly dish soaps and shampoos and all of these different things. And I realized what toxic burden in our house. We've gone very much down our path of let's have the cleanest, non-toxic, non-smell, just really take that toxic burden off of our bodies of what we can control. And so going out into we'll call it the real world, really led it down that path of, okay, well, think about this. Most people are living in this stuff day in and day out. And they're not, when I went in, it was like this wave of smell that hit me. So if you guys have any sensitivities, if you have any issues with smells or scents or toxins, things like that, put those down below. Let me know what you guys experienced and what you have done to make a change in that, because this is really a big part of our health that gets missed, that a lot of people don't talk about. When we work with patients, we run them through and we support their liver and we support it to detoxify and to change out these chemicals into a way that they can release them out and get free of these toxins. And yet it's this overall, excuse me, speaking of getting the toxins out, just had a sneeze. So it's this overall burden on our body that it puts a strain on us. And it's just one more thing that our body has to detoxify and clear out. And when you're getting exposed to things hey Michelle, good to see you. When you're getting exposed to things in your water, in your air, in your fabric softeners, any of these different things, that is going to be just one more load that your body has to clear out. So let's go into it. What are some toxins? What are some things we're getting exposed to? And then what you can do as well to help with this. So let's get into that thought process of where are these toxins coming from and what are we getting exposed to? We know that women, by the time they leave the bathroom every morning and they've done their makeup, done their hairspray, all these different things, we know that they've been exposed to over 150 different chemicals. So if you're using conventional Mary Kay or Maybelline or whatever it is, I'm just making up some random brands there. I don't know what people use anymore, but if you're using some of these makeups, hairspray, shampoos, dyes, anything like that, the average female is exposed to over 150 different chemicals just when they leave the bathroom every morning. And then you've got what you're cleaning the sink with, if it's got bleach, if it's got Clorox, some of these other things, if you're doing hand sanitizers all the time with some of these Clorox wipes and wiping everything down, you're getting exposed to that. If you're putting Glade plug-ins, any of those smelly plug-ins, that is a toxin that your body has to deal with. If you're dealing with any, hey Linda, great to see you. We were just up in Great Falls, up in Montana there. So beautiful country. So if you are getting exposed to any type of sprays, if you're doing any Lysol sprays, any scents, anything like that, that's going to be another toxic burden that our body has to clear out. Then you look at laundry, and a lot of the laundry detergents, it holds into that clothing. If you're using fabric softeners, fabric sheets, that is going to do it as well. When we used to live in a small neighborhood with houses closer together, we walk around on Saturdays and you could smell the fabric softeners coming out of the houses and leaking out into the sidewalks and streets and everywhere. The cleaning products, absolutely, Linda, that is a huge one. Hey Stephen, great to see you. So we know that these toxins are everywhere. We used to get used kids' clothing. We've got 4 boys, and they'd go through clothes like nobody's business, and we get them used. And sometimes no matter what we did, we could not get the smell of the fabric softener out of that clothing. We'd hang it up outside on the clothesline until it actually faded. It would be that long and that intense, and yet the smell would never leave. And yet our bodies inside have to process those out. Those aren't just natural fragrances. Those aren't essential oils. Those are absolutely toxins that our body has to deal with. So first thing to do is every time something runs out, every time your hairspray runs out, every time your shampoo, your laundry detergent, what you're cleaning toilets with, look for a better version. An easy way to do that, 7th generation. Hey Sarah, great to see you. Highlands Ranch office is awesome. Amazing team down there. Dr. Katie, Avery, Sean, everybody are amazing. So glad you're enjoying it down there, Sarah. And for those of you watching, we do have offices at Highlands Ranch, Fort Collins, Colorado, both of those, and then in Brentwood, Tennessee as well. And then we work with patients all over the world, and we can actually drop ship blood work to your door. So if you live remotely, if you're out in North Dakota or up in New York, whatever it is, we can drop ship blood work to you. Do that kit, figure out how your liver's doing, figure out how your toxic burden is at this point. And so if you need help with your health, drop us a line. We can help you at F8. One of our doctors are standing by waiting to get a hold of you and talk with you about everything. So one, start replacing. Every time you run out of something, replace it. 7th generation, a great cleaning product, easy. Are there ones that are a little bit better? Possibly, but for most people, you can get it at Target. You can get it on Amazon. It's easy to find, easy to get. So toilet cleaner, laundry detergent, all of those things. There are other good brands, but just to keep it simple, that's a nice one to start with. And then skin and hair products, you want to go start looking at the label. If you can't tell what ingredients are, you actually absolutely need to start looking those up and seeing if they're toxins. Easy way to go to Sprouts, go to Natural Grocers, go to Whole Foods, order on Amazon, something like that, and look for the natural versions. Look for replacements. It may be $1 or $2 more per bottle, but long term, it's going to be way, way better. For me, I actually quit washing my hair a whole lot. Camille, the Ecos laundry detergent, that's another good brand. We've used that one before as well. I don't even wash my hair, but once a week or so, just wet it down, rinse it out through there. I use a bar of soap, just all natural bar of soap, and just keep it simple. Lotions, you want to use lotions that are natural scents to them, lavender, things like that, essential oils, but not some of those the ones that have the chemicals in them can be very extreme, very toxic. We even have a protocol in the office here that for people that are coming in, we ask them to not use scented lotions, scented hairsprays, things like that, because we have patients, and some of you out there are sensitive to these things. So one, you've got to start taking those out. Number two, you've got to start detoxifying, and you've got to start working on your liver primarily. But the skin is also a huge detoxifier, so you've got to be sweating, do skin brushing, do your dry sauna. Breath work is actually a huge way to detoxify. So you need to focus on your breath work every single day. Be breathing. Breathing out is going to be a great way that we're releasing. Actually, you lose fat through your deep breathing and your exhalation of your breath, and not the shallow breathing. Then you get into the liver itself. And for the liver, I prefer to go through, we do a 3-week liver cleanse. And this isn't a detox. It's not like you're going to be breaking out with a rash or acne or anything like that. Can't leave the house because your stools aren't going so much. But you're going to go through this process of, okay, I need to change the structure from an insoluble to a water-soluble format. As we do that, then we can excrete things out like excess estrogens. So if any of you are worried about estrogen dominance, hey Lori, Breathwork, yeah, it's a great way to detoxify. Definitely focus on that deep breathing. 7 seconds in, 7 seconds out. Easiest way to do it out there. There's tons of different techniques, but that's my favorite, simplest one to get started with people, breath work. So the liver changes the chemical structure. And so we're actually just supporting that chemical detoxification process. It's not like we're wringing the liver out and then it's going to dump all these toxins. You're just going to be able to process them and excrete them better. It's called phase 1 and phase 2 detoxification. So the liver support, milk thistle, there's glutathione, there's a lot of different nutrients that can be helpful with that. And then we do a dietary change where we take out the top 5 or 6 allergenic foods and really let the body process those through. So you don't have to go and do a lemon water fast or those type of things. That really doesn't do much for the liver. Actually, the research shows when you go into a fasting state for greater than 18 to 24 hours, your liver detoxification actually shuts down. And the body's like, you know what? I don't know what's going on right now. We're fasting, but I'm going to stop detoxifying the liver. So those long-term fasts can be helpful for the digestive tract, for making sure that you're doing some other things in the body, but it's not that great for the liver. So SAMe for liver support, Lori, it's fine. I don't think it's not my go-to. It's not the number one thing that I look at, but if you're taking some, it definitely can be helpful with some of that methyl support there. So remember, when we're talking about a toxic burden, you've got to start taking out all those things out of your life. You're looking at all of your products that you're putting on your skin, on your hair, all these things, laundry detergents and cleaning products, all those things. And then the other side, you've got to start supporting your body to detoxify in there. What can you do for gallbladder support, Camille? That one is going to be, my favorite is where you take shredded beets, lemon juice, and water. Send us a direct message and we can get you over a copy of that one. And then you take a scoop of that multiple times a day for upwards of 3 or 4 weeks. And that can really be helpful for the gallbladder. If it is a full-blown gallbladder stones and they're going to take it out, then you can do more of a purge and just hopeful that will not that it will clear it out and you don't have to have that gallbladder removed. But if you don't have a gallbladder, then you need bile salts to get that going. So, all right, guys, toxic burden, it's up to you because we're going to be exposed to it out there. But if you're in your house, if you're in your own environment, you've got to be in control of that. So take care, guys.